I'm Travis Dhanraj for Red Carpet Diary at the Toronto International Film Festival, and I'm sitting down right now with Shailene Woodley, who co-stars with George Clooney in The Descendants. Hey Shailene, thanks for doing this.
Of course.
Now, a lot of the film has to do with death and losing someone very close to you. But what I want to know is, what did this film teach you about life?
It taught me life is funny. Life really is. We get trapped in our human minds and we forget that we're just pieces of the puzzle and that our everyday things, they're sad and whatever, but they're really not important if you look at it from a, crow's perspective. So it taught me that life is funny. There's so many moments in this movie, although it is tragic and although all of these hardships are kind of going underground, there's so many hilarious moments because life is funny.
Well, that's it. You kind of go on an emotional roller coaster in this film, and Alexandria does. When you have to go to those really deep emotional places, as an actress, how do you prepare for something like that? How can you prepare for something like that?
I mean, my approach is there really is no preparing, absolutely no preparing to do. It's just being present and listening. Like, I like to say I'm not necessarily a good actor, I'm a professional listener. If you listen to someone telling you that your mom is in a coma and she might not make it, you're going to react, whether you cry or whether you scream. Something is going to be evoked from you, right? Because you're human. So this movie was all about listening and reacting because the words were so brilliantly written, because Alexander Payne is such a phenomenal writer that he knows what words will, hit your sensitive side and what words will hit your anger side. And
so did you read the novel initially?
Oh, of course. Cowie Hart Hemmings wrote the novel, The Descendants, and she's a brilliant writer. I recommend everyone read it. It's so funny and also so tragic.
What was it like to work with George Clooney as a father?
George Clooney is an amazing actor. He's not good because the editor makes him look good. He's good because he shows up every day prepared, professional, and available and present in every scene. It wasn't like, oh my God, I'm working with George Clooney, what do I do? It was, you're my father and I better react the way Alexandra would react.
Yeah, well, you go toe-to-toe with him in some scenes. Like, you guys are on par, and Alexandra kind of has to be a parent to him as well in some ways. Mm-hmm. Was that a bit daunting, going in, acting with George Clooney, and sometimes, having to overact?
After he spoke his first words and cracked his first joke, you kind of lose sight of him being as this famous star, George Clooney, and you see him as this amazing human being, George Clooney.
And hey, you got to film in Hawaii, right? I
got to film in the beautiful Hawaii. I mean, Hawaii is just one of the most magical places on this planet.
Yeah, and, must have been tough sitting on the beach there during your downtime, right?
Oh, well, we weren't sitting on the beach. We were hiking, climbing waterfalls, snorkeling, jumping off things that we probably shouldn't have been jumping off of, kayaking. We were never still.
Shailene, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. You can keep in touch with us on Twitter at Red Carpet Diary, and also follow us on Facebook.